And his opponent, fighting out of Sanda, Academy of Champions, and the blue corner, please welcome Jess Paulo.
On the island, Mark, all the fixings of another great fight.
And because it's coming after so many bantam and lightweight fights, they look huge. They're both big and well-packed and lean for the weight. We're going to see a lot of power inside the cage here, and we're underway. Strikes being exchanged already as they try and feel each other out platonically, of course. Nice leg kick landed there.
And Bruce, a fighter you know very well, Callan Peace, incredible boxer, now really starting to put everything together as a fully fledged mixed martial artist.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to set things up a little bit differently from the straight boxing game. He's working away at it. He's good positioning. This should be a really exciting fight for him.
Both fighters showing tremendous explosivity as they're moving around the cage. Both trying to react and find their distancing.
Big takedown.
Generated great amplitude even though he's beside the cage.
Speaking of explosivity there, Mark, you just saw it in spades.
Absolutely. And now, Paulo trying to get his guard, and he does. He's got control back underneath.
Paulo does have a very underrated ground game. Not that long ago was awarded his blue belt by Marius Domazat, so you know that that is legit.
Absolutely. He's starting now to control the posture. He had a couple of shots earlier when he was striking from the bottom rather than working on posture like he is now.
Foot on the hip there from Paulo. And if you're coaching the fighter on top, and he feels that foot on the hip, Bruce, would you be telling him to shift his hips to get that off, or is that a trigger to move on to something else?
I would try to deal with that issue right in front of me right now. Tell him no. Try to get those hips square again. Try to maintain that control position. Realize that it's there and realize what can happen. So, and you got to be thinking, when you're in that position all the time, don't still be thinking of wailing off.
Potential triangle.
Always worry about a leg flying over the shoulder, ready to swim out of that thing.
Exactly, and you see there, that's the danger you're talking about. As Paulo tried to climb there. He's doing a good job with his butter hooks. Is Paulo off his back, trying to break the balance, and he almost got what he does this time. He threatened it earlier and converted it the second time. Nice work. That
is a hallmark of Jess Paulo's fighting style. Slow, 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 and then like a cobra, the namesake just pounces.
He needs to just be a little bit aware of that leg, but he does the right thing there. Squares the hips again, and he can start to throw shots of his own now from a position of a bit more power and authority.
Need to be wary of giving up the back here if he turns too much. Very, very tightly contested first round, gentlemen.
Very cagey, isn't it?
Yep.
Very cagey. Well done.
Again, I make him down to what we talked about earlier, Mark. Who finishes the round in the dominant position when it's that close? More often than not, gets the nod for the round. But
both seem not even a little bit sad that they're heading out for a second round, which is good to see.
I would like to see Callan open up with the boxing a little bit more.
Get that guard up.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Bruce. He needs to get the hands up. Both of them do, in fact.
Again, like I say, it's a dangerous game to play, but there is a little bit of gamesmanship about it. It's to draw your opponent in and then throw your punches from that diagonal trajectory that's out of the peripheral vision. Big shot over the top.
Paulo ate that very well. You saw the look from Callan Peace going, okay, that landed. How is he? And you can see he's fine. The power of these two men is really impressive inside the cage.
Callan Peace in top position right now, inside the open guard, now closed guard of Jess Paulo.
There's an important position in the eyes of the judges. Callan has just landed a couple of strikes. Now he's on top. If he scores from here, he can solidify the second round into his column. Building a case for that win.
Sorry, Mark. I'd like to see him sit back a little bit, hands on the hips, keep everything nice and controlled in the center and land strikes from there. Right now, you're almost giving Jess a little bit of space, a little bit of impetus. He has that overhook.
Nice shot from the top.
Swim. See, there it is. Should have been around the corner. Should have been around the corner on that.
Just needs to be a little bit careful. Just one arm in, one arm out.
Needs the posture.
That arm wasn't deep enough for the armbar attempt, but it has created space if that was Paulo's intention.
I think referee Deggy Larkin could. There we go. There's the step in.
There'll be none of this sort of thing on Declan Larkin's watch, and they're back on their feet. Nice body shot.
That was very clean. And this is perhaps the calmest we've seen Callan piece. Oh, another good shot right down the middle, but Paulo's got a chin on him.
He does. He's had a couple of shots. Now, you can't do it indefinitely, of course, but he's had a couple of big shots there and barely blinked. You'd have to go to the instant replay to spot if he blinked or not. He took those so well. Now, looking for a takedown here.
I see Callan's really trying to keep it on his feet there, isn't he? Trying
Yeah.
to keep everything up higher on. Try to work away.
And he needs to try and swim in for underhooks here to defend the takedown.
Doesn't have any levers really to try and prevent the takedown from happening.
Now it becomes a hip battle for him. He's got one on the
Working on his left side.
Suck away.
Solid takedown from Paulo. This is where he can reclaim a little bit of the round. Again, with only 10 seconds left in the round. Very difficult to mount offense, but again, this fight very much on a knife edge, gentlemen.
It really is. It really is. I'm favouring Peace for that round. But, you know, there are arguments to score it the other way.
Yeah.
You know, it's really, really close. All to play for, gentlemen, in this final round. Here we go. Welterweight strap on the line. Eye poke, I think, inadvertent from Paulo.
Yeah, well, again, it's a common issue with these open finger gloves. More often than not, when a fighter tries to palm off to create a little bit of distance because of the nature of the glove, sometimes,
What happens?
I was about to say sometimes a finger can be errant, but then when I said it, anyway, moving
Just
on.
didn't sound right, yeah.
Potential eye poke there. Potential eye poke.
Potential eye poke. It looked to me actually that Peace was looking at a cross body sweep,
Yes.
and that Paulo reacted to try and grab, and when you reach out with your fingers in that proximity, sometimes
Yeah.
it just goes into the eye.
No ill intent there from Jess Paulo. As honest a fighter as you will find.
Go back, no touch of gloves.
There's that head movement from Callan Peace.
Paulo chambering, threatening a side kick. Doesn't throw it, and he's working his hands. Peace moving well.
Another good shot from Peace, but Paulo just runs through it. This is exactly where Callan wants to be in the third round, Bruce.
As long as you maintain control.
It's just a fight for this takedown now because they know it's on a knife edge, like you said, Phil. And Paulo is
It's still
kind of on top.
still a relative 50-50 position here. You could see
right,
Callan
yeah,
sneak
yeah.
out the back.
It was a couple of degrees from taking the back there.
Good work from Jess Paulo to, again, recognize the position. And
Wait, all to one side. A chance to roll here.
Yep.
Chance to roll. Chance to roll.
Peace now having to eat quite a few shots. And this is money in the bank on
Yeah.
the judges' scorecards for Paulo.
the Cobra waiting until the third round to really strike.
Keep that arm roll through. Keep the arm.
He did a good job there, did Paulo. He was sitting in a kind of a half back take, half.
Could have been ruled.
Yeah, could have been rolled, but he waited for the right moment and then converted it into side mount, and now he's trying to take the
wrist
back.
or something. Got to protect the neck there. Got to protect the neck.
This is not at all where Callan wants to find himself in the third round, especially when it's so close.
Yeah.
Paulo may transition into the mount here.
Careful of the neck.
Here's the back take. Like you
Cover
say, he
the
needs to
neck.
protect that neck, Bruce.
It's a little bit high.
That's gotta go.
He's going to tackle a
Get out
submission.
that back door.
Peace may be able to roll him off.
Control on top. There you go. Nice leg in to straighten everything out.
Big shots being landed here by Jess Paulo.
Yep. Bottom has to get control of something, otherwise you just get pummeled on here.
40 seconds left. Callan needs to do something here. You might not answer shots there.
Great work by Paulo. He's accumulating a lot of damage coming into the end of the fight. He almost got reversed, was able to use his balance.
And these shots are getting through.
They are. Not long left in the round now. It's all Paulo at this point.
Bottom man's laying there accepting him. He needs to make a move to get away.
Yeah, you can't accept that position.
Looks like an authoritative finish to the round for Paulo. Is Callan holding his knee there as he was starting to get up? No, maybe not.